after the defeat of Cell, there was 7 years of peace. And this time around, instead of Goten, it'll be Bra. Now, as for Vegeta, he has a son as well, and the name will be Vegeta Jr. They had a huge argument over the name of the child, as Chi-Chi wanted to name the boy Einstein, but Vegeta won that argument real quick, and they called him after his royal bloodline named Vegeta Jr. Now, during those 7 years of peace, Goku would continue going to Beerus' world to continue his training. Now, Vegeta would tag along, of course, as he's not going to fall too far behind Kakarot. He's going to do everything he can to try and keep up. Now, during this time, he would continue learning to master Ultra Instinct, and at that point, 7 years later, they have all gotten exponentially stronger. But they would all meet for the World Tournament, and the same events would happen for Gohan. As Gohan did start school, and he would meet Videl and become the Golden Warrior. The difference is with Gohan here, is he actually does have good studies, but he keeps up his training, as to not get rusty. Since Goku is around, and Bulma does encourage him to, Gohan actually does keep his training up. And as for Bra, she's already unlocked Super Saiyan by the age of 7, and is absurdly strong. Same with Vegeta Jr., who was her rival in a sense, but she does outclass him. When they do fight during the Junior Tournament finals, they still meet the Supreme Kai the same way as well, but when she actually fights Vegeta Jr., she would actually win. It'll be a very good fight, but she was able to pull through slightly, thus giving Goku the father points for that one. They would still meet the Supreme Kai the same exact way. Gohan will still be angry after seeing Videl beaten by Spopovich, and when Gohan transforms, he would actually go into a Super Saiyan 2. Now remember, Gohan did not slack off on his training at all, so Gohan is absurdly powerful, shocking Kibito and Supreme Kai as well. This is a perfect opportunity to take his energy. They would do so, as the Supreme Kai would still be able to hold Gohan back using his powers, and Gohan would have his energy taken. Now, they would use this opportunity to then leave. Now, the Supreme Kai did speak to Goku beforehand. He told Goku what he was going to do, as Goku didn't like it, but it's the only way they were going to find Babidi. Now, the Supreme Kai, he was shocked to actually see Goku and to see that the test that WHIS did was proving fruitful, as he actually knew that WHIS' secret test for the mortal could give an angel DNA, and he was shocked to see it was true. Now, does Beerus know about it? Beerus does know that WHIS was working on an experiment, but he doesn't know what it is, as Beerus fell asleep before WHIS could even tell him. He was like mid-sentence, and Beerus was like, I want to go to bed. Tell me when I wake up. And he went to bed, because he was tired. You know, he needs his beauty sleep. So Beerus is actually one of the only people that don't know, other than the Grand Priest, Zeno, and the Supreme Kai, are the only people that know about Goku having angel DNA, other than Goku himself. Now, Goku doesn't know about it. He didn't tell nobody that he has angel DNA. He just never did. The only person he might have told is maybe Bulma. But other than that, he didn't really tell nobody else. So no one else actually knows. They just think that Goku's just really strong as a Saiyan. Now, once when they did take Gohan's energy, they would then follow him all the way to Babidi's ship. Now, the fact that Gohan is way more powerful than he originally is, that is more than enough energy that Babidi needs to revive Majin Buu. As once when they lead to the ship, just because that Buu was strong enough, now he was fully revived. Now, Goku would first want to fight Majin Buu on his own, while Vegeta and Gohan would handle Babidi's men. Pui and Yakan were easily defeated by Vegeta, and Gohan did battle Dabura. But this time around, Gohan easily defeated him, without even turning into a Super Saiyan. Now, Goku was actually toying with Majin Buu in base form. He was actually kind of excited to fight Buu, hearing how strong he was, but sadly it wasn't a good fight for him. He actually tells Gohan to step up and fight Majin Buu, as he does want the next generation to fight as well. As he was super bored, Gohan would then step up and battle Majin Buu. Gohan would now burst into Super Saiyan as he battles Majin Buu, and he has the edge over the Majin, as Buu was getting angry. As he was being easily beaten left and right, this would then cause him to find some conflict within himself, as he would then snap. Gohan was stopped as he was shocked, as steam would then form above Majin Buu, and a new Majin appears. It was Evil Buu, who glares at them. He would try and attack Good Buu first, as Good Buu was weaker than him. Gohan would then step in and actually help Fat Buu, saving him, as Gohan doesn't sense any evil within his body. Now Gohan would begin battling Evil Buu, and Evil Buu was a lot stronger than Fat Buu. Now Gohan could still handle him in Super Saiyan, but he was proving a bit more trouble. Goku was about to step in, but Vegeta says to wait and let Gohan handle this. But Reasoning for it is because Vegeta understands what Goku means as well, to let the next generation step in case him or Kakarot are not there. Goku understands as he waits for Gohan. Gohan would then transform into a Super Saiyan 2, and he would easily overpower Evil Buu. Now, Evil Buu does not have the magic beam to turn people into candy, at least we never seen it officially. We do know that when Fat Buu fired the candy beam, he had to blow the wind, and it turned on Buu, and he was able to eat him. And if he could have turned him to candy and eaten him, why didn't he do it earlier? So I'm gonna just say for my what if that he doesn't have candy beam. Now he can absorb people, that can happen. So would he try to absorb Gohan? I don't think so, because Gohan is too powerful. And even if he did try to absorb Gohan, Gohan could form a ki barrier around himself to protect him. And then by that point, Goku would just toy with him and Gohan could just escape just fine. So Evil Buu would be overpowered by Gohan, and he would fire a final Majin Kamehameha. Gohan would then fire the same, a Masenko, firing right at Evil Buu, and it would completely incinerate the Majin, leaving nothing left. So Gohan technically did save the day to a degree, and Goku was never more proud of his son. He was more proud than anything else, as Gohan actually did it and he defeated a threat on his own. Goku patted us on the back, said did a good job, but now they look at Fat Buu, who was really happy, as he says, "Oh, you saved me." Now Vegeta was ready to kill him, but Goku says, "No, let him go." Because, Vegeta, do you not sense that? There's zero evil in his heart. He's all pure and loving and kind. He lets them go for now, but he tells Buu to not be naughty and don't do anything bad around people. Don't hurt nobody, okay? And Buu understands, and he goes off on his own. Now, would this also cause Mr. Satan to meet Majin Buu? Realistically, no, because there's no nude broadcasting. But of course, Mr. Satan can sense the power of Majin Buu, and he knows he can easily beat him. So for plot reasons, he does find Majin Buu either way, hearing that there was a monster nearby, and the city freaks out about it, because Majin Buu may have gone to town and maybe try eating candy. He doesn't have money. That's how Mr. Satan meets Majin Buu, there you go. And Mr. Satan is so powerful that he would spare Majin Buu for now, and they would become best friends, staying at his home for the time being. And Majin Buu would help him easily win the next tournaments because he's too powerful to do so. After this was done, there was peace finally restored. Now, the Supreme Kai was really interested in Gohan, as he really wanted to train him. Oh, and just to remind you, Raditz is there as well, but Raditz wasn't really relevant because he kind of stayed in the background. While Raditz is actually very powerful, he does have Super Saiyan, and he is touching the realm of Super Saiyan 2 by this point. He doesn't have it yet, but Raditz is still a powerhouse, and he's no joke. But Raditz could have actually held his own against Fat Buu, but I think Fat Buu would have overpowered him. And this is before the split. After the split, I think Raditz might have a small chance of beating Buu, but Buu has that regeneration ability, so it's hand in hand. But Raditz is no joke. Do not sleep on Raditz. Now, cutting forward, Gohan, would he train with the Supreme Kai? I think he would. If a Supreme Kai does offer to Gohan to grow stronger, Gohan would take it. As while Gohan did defeat Majin Buu, he notes on how strong he actually was, and that if Gohan was not strong enough, what would have happened? Minus his father being there. So Gohan would agree, and he would go train. Now this would mean he would start training with the Z-Sword, which he was able to easily remove from the rock without too much difficulty than the original. Gohan would continue his training, as he would still break the Z-Sword, as Goku was there as well with WHIS, as they wanted to see Gohan use the Z-Sword on Ketchum. Now the Z-Sword would break, making WHIS go, oh my, as freeing was the Elder Kai. The Elder Kai was sealed by Beerus about 60 million years ago, so he was happy to be released and he thanked them for it, and in return, he asked Gohan if he can unlock his potential. He can sense the potential within him. Now, Goku's far too strong to receive a power buff of Mystic. He doesn't really need it because he has Ultra Instinct, but we'll get to that in a minute. But this is when Gohan would then have his potential unleashed, becoming Ultimate Gohan / Mystic Gohan, up to you. Gohan is absurdly strong. This version of Gohan is at the same level of Buuhan, maybe even stronger, which is a big power buff. Now, we're going to be cutting forward to when Beerus would wake up. Now, by this point, Goku was actually training on Beerus' world, not on King Kai's world. Now, Whis would then notice that Beerus will be waking up soon, setting for his alarm, as Beerus did have the reminiscence of a Saiyan God still all those years ago. Because of this is when Beerus would then awaken. And he did his usual thing, not even realizing that there was other Saiyans and stuff there. He would do his usual thing, eating, taking a bath, getting out, dressing, He would then walk out and be literally confused as to why there are two Saiyans in his garden, and Whis would then explain himself. As Beerus states, wow, Vegeta's here too. Now, Vegeta was shocked to see Beerus. He does know about him. He does know that Beerus was there. He's had to do the chores, but it's a different kind of scary when Beerus is actually awake. And he's not sleeping when you're trying to change the sheets, trying to offer some dried up sushi or sardines. It's a little bit more intimidating. But Goku was really excited to see Beerus. His whole life, Whis has talked about Beerus and how strong he is. Whis has told Goku everything about Beerus to prepare him to give Beerus a real fight. And Goku was excited to fight Beerus. But before they do, Beerus is hungry. They would then go to Earth, and they would then grab some Earth food. And Beerus was loving Earth. The food was fantastic. He had a great time, as it was Bulma's 38th birthday party, so Goku had to be there as well. And Goku promises Beerus that they'll have their fight, but first, let him celebrate birthday with Bulma, his wife, and afterwards we'll fight as much as you want. And Beerus actually agrees. Now, originally, Beerus did get upset over the pudding incident, but Whis has backups. And if Beerus did get upset about it, Goku would try to stop him and tell him to wait. But we're going to say for what purposes that Beerus did not get upset this time around. There was more than enough food. Since Goku knows how Beerus is going to react, learning from Whis, he's already prepared. As he doesn't want Beerus to destroy the planet if he cannot stop him. But Goku thinks he has a pretty good chance. Now cutting forward, once when all the food was eaten, everybody was satisfied, Beerus is ready. Beerus states that Whis talked about an experiment, and I can sense a divine energy within you. It's similar to Whis's. What exactly did he do? And Goku states while they were up in the sky as they floated away from everybody to prevent any damage, Whis also made a massive sphere covering in a shield so they can fight as hard as they want, however long they want, and it will not disrupt the entire balance of the entire universe. If you guys remember, Super Saiyan God Goku and Beerus went back and forth, and it was completely shaking the entire universe, destroying everything. Now they can go all out here, and they will not have any problems. So they can go all out and not affect the fabric of reality. Goku would then explain that Whis told him that when he was very little as an infant, Whis gave him some of his own DNA, making him part angel, I guess. Beerus was actually shocked to hear this, and Goku states it's because you were so bored. And the Grand Priest and the Zeno, they were actually interested in seeing what would happen if a mortal gained that divinity. But it was all monitored, and I've grown strong enough to, I think, give you a good challenge. And Beerus really hopes so. He tells the Saiyan what boredom truly is. And Goku states, I can relate to that. I've been so strong recently that no matter who I face or whatever, it's so easy now. So maybe they can give each other what they want, give each other a true fight. So now the big fight will now begin. With Goku staying in base form first, as he would power up to his max, he would then charge in and attack Beerus. Now Beerus was being pushed back by Goku as the true betrayed blows back and forth, shaking the entire area of the shield. As everybody else was watching, Vegeta was struggling to keep up, even when Goku was in base form. Now Goku would then transform into a Super Saiyan. Yes, Goku learned how to do this. Also, his SLs are so high, he can tap into it like how Goten did by this point. Goku wanted to learn it to try and push new transformations, as Whis did like it, even though he thinks that Ultra Instinct is all he needs, but Goku likes to expand his category. But Goku likes to jump forms over time to test his opponent out. And Goku in Super Saiyan was pushing Beerus actually really well. And Beerus was beyond impressed. As Beerus would then power up even more, firing Hakkais at Goku, Goku would be able to deflect them and actually grab it, crushing it, shocking Beerus that he could do this. And Beerus states, I don't want you holding back anymore. Show me the power that Whis put in you. As now, Goku would then smirk as nothing would happen. But the one thing changed, his eyes. Goku was in base form, but there was no strange aura. There was no different shading of his hair. His hair did change a little bit, but just the silver of his eyes. Goku has tapped into a version of Ultra Instinct that we've never seen before. Goku has completely mastered Ultra Instinct 100%. Whis in the original manga stated to Goku, even in his perfected Ultra Instinct, that you're only using 1% of the actual power that Ultra Instinct does have, and that he's not even there yet. This version of Goku, he has 100% mastery. So there's no flashy heat, there's no big aura, no line of aura, no nothing. And also because Goku is part angel, it's not classed as a form for him. It's kind of in the middle, but it's more of a technique that he has fully mastered now. The only difference is you can see his silver eyes, and his hair does take the shape of autonomous Ultra Instinct, but there's no aura, no nothing. Now, Beerus could sense the massive power jump within Goku. It actually made him start sweating, as he never thought that Goku would be this strong. As Whis was watching, his smile was only getting bigger, as Goku has only grown stronger and stronger and stronger. Whis doesn't even know how strong Goku fully is, since over the past couple of years, Goku hasn't really trained with him until recently. This is when Goku would then charge in at Beerus, throwing a massive punch to his stomach, making Beerus spit out blood. The two would begin trading blows back and forth, but Beerus cannot hit Goku as Goku is way too fast for him. Goku would easily dodge every single attack and effortlessly overpower Beerus in every single category. As Beerus was being completely overwhelmed, Goku would then fire a Kamehameha, engulfing Beerus within it, making a huge explosion. As the dust would settle, Beerus' top of his God Destruction clothing was torn off, as he was bleeding in areas. But he had a massive smile on his face, as that really hurt. For the first time in a long time, other than another destroyer, he's actually faced someone that can give him a challenge. Beerus would then showcase his full power, in one of the rare times that he's ever shown it. As Whis hopes that Goku can outlast him, but he is confident, as Goku hasn't even shown everything yet. This is when Beerus would continue to power up, going into his God of Destruction mode, which is similar to what Toppo did. I like to use as an example. So he does have the three things going down his chest, and now Beerus is absurdly strong, having the Hakai aura. As Goku would then actually form an aura this time, this also protects him against the Hakai powers as well. We saw Vegeta do this. It's a thin line to protect his body. Similar to normal Ultra Instinct, the two would then clash, as it seemed equal at first, as both did not seem to have the edge. Goku here would then smirk, as he would then appear behind Beerus, telling him, "Are you missing something?" And because of this, Beerus would then turn around, firing a huge Hakai beam of energy, as it was purple and black, surrounding Goku, engulfing him. As Goku would then appear behind Beerus once again, having no damage, Beerus was shocked, as his blood went cold. How did he survive that? Goku then states, "Are you surprised to see me? You can't destroy something if it's too powerful, can't you? That's the weakness of a Hakai. If the Hakai user is not stronger than the person that they're firing it against, it's useless." As Beerus thinks, is he actually stronger than me? And Beerus tells the Saiyan, "I want you to go all out. Power up to your full limit. Do it. I want to see it. Let me see it." And Goku states, "Fine. I've never done this before. Powering up to my max power in a long time. Whis hasn't even seen it. Let's hope this barrier can hold." Goku will begin powering up. The aura and pressure that he was giving off was so immense that it pushed Beerus against the shield wall as he couldn't even move. The weight was so immense that Beerus couldn't even move a finger, even with his own power. As Whis was actually shocked to see how strong Goku actually was, he began sweating, as that shield won't be able to hold. Whis uses more of his own power to try and keep it contained, but Goku's power, it continues to rise non-stop. As Goku would finally power up to his full strength, shattering the shield, Whis worried that this would have destroyed the whole universe instantly. It didn't, because Goku had perfect control. Goku would then calm down and he would look at Beerus, who was back to normal, and he was absolutely shocked beyond belief. Like, his eyes were wide and he was cold chills. And Whis was actually shocked to see how strong Goku was. Goku was far stronger than all the other gods of destruction put together. He's even reaching the domain of the angels by now, which is extraordinary because he's only in his late 30s, 40s, which is shocking. Angels are millions upon billions of years old. This is incredible, as Whis was more than happy, as he's happy with how strong his creation has become. As Goku would then look at his hand, he's never went full power before. And he actually looks at Whis and he tells Whis, "I want to test it on somebody, but I don't want to hurt Lord Beerus more than he already is. Fight me, Whis." As Beerus was shocked to see this, Whis would then appear next to him, and he would actually heal Beerus and tell him that he has this. He would actually hand his staff over to Beerus and he tells him to hold this. As Whis was actually excited to fight Goku, as everyone else was watching in utter shock, mainly Vegeta, as he thought that he was starting to creep up to Goku. Apparently not. He is way far behind. Goku can look his way, and just with a single flick of his eyelid, he can kill him. Goku would then charge in, and he would start fighting Whis. Now, both of them have mastery over Ultra Instinct, so it was hard to grab each other. Whis would then punch Goku right in the stomach, but it was a ruse. As Goku now had his wrist, grabbing him so Whis can't dodge, Goku would deliver a massive uppercut to Whis' stomach, hitting him full force, making a massive shockwave behind him. Whis kind of felt it a little bit, as it kind of felt like a little bee sting. That was incredible. As Goku then tells Whis that he's going to hit him with everything that he has, you better be ready. As Goku would then charge in full speed, roaring in Ultra Instinct, throwing a final punch towards Whis, Whis would then catch it within his hand, making a huge explosion of energy. And once when it cleared, Goku was back in base form and he was smiling, as Whis was able to catch it with his hand, and Whis' hand actually did have some scratches on it, and it actually stung a little bit. Whis felt that go up his whole arm. That was incredible. Now, of course, Whis is not going all out here. In terms of power scaling or percentages, Whis was using about 25% of his power, 25 to 30%. That's absolutely absurd if you think about it, because angels use less than 1% and they can one-tap a God of Destruction. So that goes to show you how strong Goku is. He's getting there. Whis was very proud of Goku. He would heal him, as Beerus would then shake Goku's hand and thank him for this opportunity, and he was beyond thrilled. As since he technically lost, Whis tells Goku, do you want to become a God of Destruction? Because you did beat Lord Beerus fair and square, and you have more than enough strength to become one. The opportunity's there. Now, Goku would think about it for a second, a God of Destruction. And the reason why he thinks is because originally he flat out says no. Whis has taught Goku all about the God of Destruction. It's not just about killing innocent people or being a monster or nothing like that. It's just destroying and keeping balance. Goku doesn't even need to kill the good people. He can only get rid of the bad people that are bringing him balance. Goku was actually really thinking about it until he says, nah. And Goku states, no offense at all. I would love to learn God of Destruction power as well. That would be really cool. But nah, I'm good. And Beerus was actually kind of thankful, because if Goku did want to become a God of Destruction, technically could take it. Goku doesn't want it. Goku states, listen, I'm not much of a destroyer guy anyway. If I had no choice and the Grand Zeno told me to, then yeah, I would. But if I have a choice, then no, I don't want to. And besides, I don't want to outlive all my friends. And Whis states, oh, well, that might already happen. And Whis states, because you are half angel, you're technically immortal. So in reality, you necessarily can't die of old age. You can die of injuries and die of sicknesses, if one is bad enough to kill you, but old age will not beat you. Basically, it's like the Master Roshi effect, where age does not bother him, but things such as poisons, death, or injuries that will kill him can actually end his life. But time and age itself cannot. And that did hit Goku pretty hard, as he'll outlive his family and everything else, but Bulma just states, let's switch for immortality or something, I don't know. And Bulma states, in reality, if our kids technically have a small portion of your angelic ability, doesn't that mean that they'll live a lot longer? And Whis actually agrees and says yes. But he's not 100% certain, he has to look into that. But he states that the theory is most likely true. Even if there was a small hint of divine energy, aka angel ki, within somebody, they will keep their youth forever. To a degree. Or maybe it's reduced by a couple tens of thousands of years, but that's still a long time. So they're not worried about it. And Bulma states, oh, I can just keep on wishing to be young again, it don't matter. And Goku states, oh, that's true. And Whis could also make Bulma younger. If this dude can help people give birth and basically bring people back to life, if Bulma dies, he can just bring her back to life anyway. So it doesn't really matter. So after the Beerus fight was all finished, I mean, Beerus was delighted. The fact that he actually lost him. Now he's going to continue training. And he tells Whis to start training him, not Goku, for a little bit. He wants to get back into shape. Now, during the Universe 6 arc, as we all know, Champa challenged Beerus over the planet Earth, and mainly over the Super Dragon Balls. Now, Beerus would instantly accept, as Champa doesn't know about Goku. Goku's his secret weapon, and that Beerus can use for bragging brownie points whenever he wants in reality. Now, He tells Goku that there will be a tournament, and it'll be over the Super Dragon Balls. He does offer to Goku if you want to use it. And Goku thinks about it. He actually does. And Beerus wonders, what do you want from it? And Goku states, well, I was actually thinking recently, but I wanted to ask you first, because Goku doesn't want to cause problems with Beerus, but I wanted to ask you first, that I'll maybe use my own Dragon Balls on Earth to wish Planet Vegeta back to life and all the Saiyans. This would shock Beerus, as he's a little bit worried. He does, oh shit, Goku, does he know about the thing, Whis? And Whis says he does. And Beerus is like, oh my god. And Goku says, no, Beerus, it's okay. I know what you did, and you told Frieza to kill all the Saiyans. And was I mad about it at first? Yeah, because those are my people, but that was so long ago, and we could just bring them back with the Dragon Balls. It's okay. Beerus took the biggest sigh of relief, the fact that he did not get completely obliterated. After this was done, Goku would worry about making the wish later on, not right now. But he tells Beerus, you can use the Dragon Balls for whatever you want, doesn't matter to me. Beerus says, okay, cool. So Goku does know about the plan for the tournament, and he actually agrees to do it. He's always wanted to go to another universe, but Whis says that you're not allowed to. But since you're really good friends with Zeno, maybe he might allow you in the future. Which actually really excites Goku, because Goku would ask Whis, do you know if there's any mortal who can really give me a challenge? And Whis ponders and he says, well, there is stories of a mortal in one of the universes that is more powerful than a god of destruction. This would excite Goku. Someone that's even stronger than Beerus? That could actually be a cool fight. And Whis states potentially, but I don't know which one. Carrying on, Champa would still challenge Beerus the same as before. They would set it all up. Now, it would be the same people as last time. It's just, this time around, it would be Goku, Vegeta, Gohan. That's all they need. Goku's really all they need. Goku is the backup in case anything bad does happen. So Gohan would actually go first, and he would then fight Batamo, and he would defeat him by throwing him off the ring. Now, next up, it's a mixed match. It could realistically be Frost, or it could be Kaba. We're going to say Frost. So next up was Frost, in which Gohan would actually lose to at first, until they realized that he was cheating. Goku saw it. With his Ultra Instinct, he can see things better. And also, Jack was there too. But we're going to glaze over the Frieza arc as, thing about Frieza. If Frieza was wished back to life, either way, if he had his golden form, even if he trained to his Black Frieza form, he would not defeat Goku. Goku would absolutely obliterate him. Vegeta would absolutely annihilate Frieza. Gohan would even give him a pretty decent battle in Super Saiyan 2, or as in Mystic form, but no. Sorry, Frieza, but you had no chance. So that's why I kind of jumped over the Frieza arc, just some people that might be confused in the comments. I'm sorry. But now for Universe 6, Gohan would be noticed that he was cheated out by Frost. Gohan would be let back in as he was very angry, and Vegeta wants to have his revenge on this. Vegeta would then step in, and he would completely annihilate Frost. Easily. Not even bursting into Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan. In base form, he would just gut punch him, knocking him out of the ring. Now, this is when Vegeta would fight Vegeta, and he would overpower him in base form, too. Now, he would fight Kaba, and he would showcase Super Saiyan, teaching him. Now, Vegeta would also showcase Super Saiyan God as well, but he's holding back massively. Now, once when Vegeta does step up to fight Hit, Goku was actually excited to see Hit, as Hit has time skip abilities, from what he learned about from Whis. Now, Vegeta would get overwhelmed at first, because he was not used to the time skip ability. But now, Vegeta would then transform into a Super Saiyan God. He would then smirk and show Hit something impressive. Vegeta would then already, in Super Saiyan God, he's already stronger than Hit. Vegeta would then showcase Super Saiyan Blue, and he would then push it further by going into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, stating that this power is much better than the blue form. In this form, I can control my power much better, and have no stamina issues. Vegeta, within a few punches, would nearly knock out Hit out of the ring. Even though Hit does have his time skip, he would then have to use his time cage ability, which would actually hinder Vegeta, trapping him. He would then pull the Jiren and slowly make his way, crushing the time sphere in his hand. And Vegeta would then charge up a final flash, hitting Hit, completely annihilating him out of the ring, as Hit was nearly killed by this, but he barely survived. As Vados would heal him, Champa was actually furious that they lost so easily, as he was prepared to kill them all. Now, initially before Zeno would still show up, But before Zeno did, Goku appeared right in front of Champa, grabbing his hand and nearly crushing it, as Goku's eyes were silver but no aura. He was in base Ultra Instinct. Champa was shocked to see this, as Beerus said nothing but smirk a little bit. He hopes that Goku does not kill Champa. And if Goku did, he'd get in trouble. But Champa was shocked as Goku says, "You need to calm down." And Champa would actually try and hit Goku a few times, but Goku easily dodged, and he states, "You're a lot slower and weaker than your brother is." And Champa would charge up a Hakai, which Goku would then block with a flick of his finger, shocking Champa, as Beerus would then get in front of them and say, "Champa, don't do it." This Saiyan right here defeated me with ease. He was even able to give Whis a good fight. Shocking Champa and even Vados, Champa would then give up and step down. And the reason why is because Zeno was there. Goku would instantly turn and smile as he turned back to normal. He would then go over to Zeno, shake his hand, lifting him up in the air. You know, the usual thing. As Zeno was super happy to see Goku, that's his best friend in the whole universe. As Goku would ask, "What are you doing here?" And Zeno says, I saw the fight that your friends did, and really strong." And Zeno says, "I also heard that you're able to push Whis pretty well. That's really cool. You're super strong." And Goku would say, "Yeah, I actually wanted to do a tournament or something, to where something like this, but with all the competitors of all the universes, because I've never been able to see them." And Zeno says, "Oh, that'd be really cool. Well, we'll set that up then." It's the same event that they did last time. It's just, it saves Goku a trip having to go see Zeno again, since Zeno already met Goku before. A lot of times, actually. Now, because of this, Zeno would agree, and he says, "I'll go start planning with the Grand Minister." He would then leave, as now things will start getting spicy after this next part. And that is it for this part 2, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down below. The fact that there are way more pictures now, and it's all handwritten scripted story. And I really hope that you guys enjoy. And also, new microphone. If you guys noticed, let me know. Hashtag down below made it, if you guys made it all the way through. And make sure to like the video, share it amongst your friends, and comment, and more. It helps me out more than you guys could imagine. And there's also a subscribe button right there. It actually takes 2 seconds and it's free to hit it, but it really helps me out. Anyway, thank you all so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. And I will talk to you all on the next one. Peace.